Mahabharata. The Tournament of Princes, Season 1, Episode 10. The years of training had ended. Under Dronacharya's discipline, the princes of Hastinapur had mastered weapons, strategy, and warfare. Now their skills would be revealed to the world. A grand tournament was announced. The arena filled with citizens. Warriors gathered. Elders took their seats. Bhishma watched with pride. Dhritarashtra listened from his throne. The princes entered. First came Bhima and Duryodhana, both masters of the mace. They saluted their teacher, then attacked. The clash thundered across the arena. Strike met strike. Power met precision. Bhima fought with overwhelming force. Duryodhana fought with disciplined technique. The crowd divided. Half roared for Bhima, half shouted for Duryodhana. Their rivalry was no longer hidden. It was public. The duel grew fierce. Too fierce. Dronacharya rose. Enough. The maces lowered. It is Arjuna's turn. Arjuna stepped forward. Calm, focused. He displayed archery on foot, on horseback, from a moving chariot. He struck distant targets without error. He shot by sound alone. He pierced multiple arrows through a single point. The arena fell silent, then erupted. Drona's voice carried clearly. Arjuna is the greatest archer of his generation. And then a voice rang out. I challenge Arjuna. A warrior stepped forward, armored, radiant, fearless. Karna. He repeated every feat Arjuna had performed, perfectly. The crowd stirred. Kripacharya stepped forward. State your lineage. Name your royal house. Karna stood silent. He had been raised by a charioteer. He was not known as royalty. Murmurs spread through the arena. A charioteer's son cannot duel a prince. Bhima's voice cut sharply. Know your place. Karna's face hardened. Before humiliation could deepen, Duryodhana stood. If lineage is the obstacle, I remove it. He turned to Karna. From this moment, you are king of Anga. With the authority of the crown prince and the king's silent consent, right there in the arena, he performed the ritual. Water was poured. Blessings were declared. Karna was crowned. The arena gasped. In that moment, loyalty was forged. Karna had found the one man who honored him. The duel was permitted. Arjuna and Karna faced each other. The air thickened. But before arrows could fly, Kunti fainted. The arena stirred in confusion. But her collapse was not weakness. It was recognition. Years earlier, before marriage, in her maidenhood, Kunti had received a boon from sage Durvasa, a sacred mantra. With it, she could summon any god and receive a child from him. Young and curious, one morning at sunrise, she invoked the mantra. She called upon Surya, the sun god. The light intensified. Surya appeared before her, radiant, divine. She trembled. She had only meant to test the mantra. But Surya spoke calmly. The invocation cannot be undone. I cannot depart without granting you a son. Kunti panicked. She was unmarried. A child would bring disgrace. Surya reassured her. You shall remain a virgin. Your honor will remain untouched. But the child must be born. And so she bore a son. A radiant infant, born with golden armor fused to his body. Golden earrings shining from birth. Proof of divine origin. She held him, loved him, and feared the world. Fear overcame her. She placed the newborn in a basket, sealed it carefully, and set it afloat upon the river. The current carried him away. He was found by a charioteer, raised as his own, named Karna. And now, that same child stood in the arena, challenging Arjuna, unaware that the queen watching from the royal seats was his mother. The weight of that secret overwhelmed her. She collapsed. The duel was postponed, but destiny had shifted. Duryodhana had gained a powerful ally, and Kunti carried a silent burden no one else knew. The tournament concluded. The princes had completed their education. Then Dronacharya spoke. You have finished your training. Now give me my Guru Dakshina. He did not ask for gold. He did not ask for wealth. He asked for a king. Bring me King Drupada of Panchal. The name carried history. Long before Drona became royal teacher, he and Drupada had studied together in a Gurukul. Drupada was a prince. Drona was the son of a sage. They had been close. Drupada had once said, When I become king, my kingdom will be yours as well, for what is mine belongs to my friend. Years passed. Drupada became king. Drona's life grew difficult. Remembering his friend's promise, Drona went to Panchal. But the king who sat on the throne was no longer the boy from the Gurukul. Drupada looked at him and said, Friendship exists only between equals. A king and a poor Brahmin cannot be friends. Drona left humiliated. He never forgot. Now he gave his command. First, the 100 Kauravas marched, confident in their number. They attacked Panchal. They were defeated. Drupada repelled them. Then the 5 Pandavas advanced. Arjuna led with precision. Bhima broke through the defenses. Nakula and Sahadev guarded the flanks. Yudhishthira commanded calmly. United, they overwhelmed Panchal. They captured Drupada, bound him, and brought him before Drona. Drupada stood humbled. Drona stepped forward. Once you said, friendship exists only between equals. He took half of Drupada's kingdom. Then he continued. Now I am a king. Now we are equals. He returned the remaining half. I seek balance, not your destruction. Drupada was released, but humiliation leaves scars, and silent vows often outlive spoken ones. Word spread quickly through Hastinapur. The Pandavas had succeeded where the Kauravas had failed. Praise followed Yudhishthira. Admiration followed Arjuna. Respect followed Bhima. The people had seen the difference. The tournament had shown skill. The Dakshina had shown unity. And Duryodhana watched carefully. The sons of Pandu were rising. Their strength was visible. Their reputation growing. And for the first time, the throne did not feel secure. The rivalry was no longer childish competition. It was political. It was dangerous. And it was only beginning. If you wish to see how ambition hardens, how alliances deepen, and how Hastinapur moves closer to division, subscribe, because the next move will not be made in an arena. It will be made in silence.